Introduction and overview. The Raspberry Pi 5, unveiled in September 2023, marks a significant leap in the evolution of the Raspberry Pi series. Rightly dubbed the everything computer, at its heart is a 64-bit quad-core ARM Cortex-A76 processor, clocking at 2.4 GHz. Which facilitates a 2 to 3 times enhancement in CPU performance when compared to its predecessor, the Raspberry Pi 4. This upgrade is complemented by an 800 MHz VideoCore VII GPU, delivering a notable uplift in graphics performance. The dual 4K P60 display output over HDMI, alongside state-of-the-art camera support facilitated by a re-architected Raspberry Pi image signal processor, not only ensures a smooth desktop experience for everyday users but also broadens the horizon for industrial applications, in-house silicon and improved I/O capabilities in a pioneering move. This edition of Raspberry Pi utilizes in-house silicon, with the RP1 South Bridge being the heart of I/O capabilities for Raspberry Pi 5. This change heralds a significant improvement in peripheral performance and functionality. The aggregate USB bandwidth has seen more than a doubling, resulting in swifter transfer speeds to external UAS drives and other high-speed peripherals. The dedicated 2-lane 1 gigabit per second MIPI camera and display interfaces from previous models have been superseded by a pair of 4-lane 1.5 gigabits per second MIPI transceivers, thereby tripling the total bandwidth and offering support for any mix of up to 2 cameras or displays. Moreover, the SD card performance peak has doubled owing to the support for the SDR104 high-speed mode. And for the first time, a single-lane PCI Express 2.0 interface has been introduced to accommodate high bandwidth peripherals. Specifications and physical design considerations. The Raspberry Pi 5 comes with a Broadcom BCM2712 2.4 GHz quad-core 64-bit ARM Cortex-A76 CPU, equipped with cryptography extensions, 512 KB per core L2 caches, and a shared 2 MB L3 cache. The feature set includes a VideoCore VII GPU, dual 4K P60 HDMI registered display output with HDR support, a 4K P60 HEVC decoder, and options of 4 GB or 8 GB LPDDR4X4267 SDRAM available at launch. Connectivity is robust with dual-band 802.11 AC Wi-Fi registered, Bluetooth 5.0 AEUROS, AEUROS Bluetooth Low Energy, BLE, and Gigabit Ethernet with PoE+ support. The physical design warrants operation in a well-ventilated environment to prevent overheating, and safety instructions advise against exposure to water, moisture, or heat sources. The detailed dimensions provided cater to the precise placement of components and ensure compatibility with external accessories, ensuring a holistic understanding of the product's physical specifications for both users and developers. Specification: Broadcom BCM2712 2.4 GHz quad-core 64-bit ARM Cortex-A76 CPU, with cryptography extensions, 512 KB per core L2 caches and a 2 MB shared L3 cache. VideoCore VII GPU, supporting OpenGLS 3.1. Vulkan 1.2 Dual 4K P60 HDMI registered display output with HDR support, 4K P60 HEVC decoder, LPDDR4X4267 SDRAM. 4 GB and 8 GB SKUs available at launch. Dual band 802.11 AC Wi-Fi registered Bluetooth 5.0, Bluetooth Low Energy. BLE. Micro SD card slot. With support for high-speed SDR104 Mode 2A. USB 3.0 ports. Supporting simultaneous 5 gigabits per second operation 2A. USB 2.0 ports, Gigabit Ethernet. With PoE Plus support. Requires separate PoE Plus hat. 2A. 4-lane MIPI camera. Display transceivers, PCIe 2.0x1 interface for fast peripherals. Requires separate M2 hat or other adapter. 5V, 5A DC power via USB-C. With power delivery support, Raspberry Pi standard 40-pin header real-time clock. RTC. Powered from external battery power button. Your questions answered. Can I pre-order from resellers? Check with your favorite Raspberry Pi approved reseller to find out whether they are offering pre-orders. Will older versions of Raspberry Pi OS work with Raspberry Pi 5? You will need the latest version of Raspberry Pi OS. Bookworm. For your Raspberry Pi 5. Bookworm will launch in mid-October. Will my Raspberry Pi 4 power supply work with Raspberry Pi 5? Raspberry Pi 5 is a higher performance computer than Raspberry Pi 4. And you may have problems using an underpowered supply. We recommend a high-quality 5V 5A USB-C power supply, such as the new Raspberry Pi 27W USB-C power supply. Will my Raspberry Pi 5 fit my Raspberry Pi 4 case? Raspberry Pi 5 won't fit the Raspberry Pi 4 case. We recommend the Raspberry Pi case for Raspberry Pi 5. Designed to help you get the most out of our newest computer. Does Raspberry Pi 5 need active cooling? Raspberry Pi 5 is faster and more powerful than prior generation Raspberry Pis. And like most general-purpose computers, it will perform best with active cooling. The Raspberry Pi case for Raspberry Pi 5, with its integrated fan, is one way to provide this.